What's up, guys? We're back. I'm bored. Felt like coming back. We're here. Gonna bring you a LC Open semi-final game between AceHunter1, who, from what I understand, is a ladder player right now, and Luthier, who I don't think I've seen lose. Went 9-0 in LCPL recently. Is a starter for Snake, which is a tournament they added after I quit. But let's start this game off. We got a win pod, which I don't think is very standard. If you don't know, I'm not good at SMLC. But we've got the win pod out here. Focus Sash. I assume just trying to set spikes. I feel like there are better spike setters than Winpod. Maybe he's just trying to meme on Luthier out here. Luthier's brought some shell smash spam, which I think he talked about bringing last time, or at least he talked about in one of his videos. I know he's going to be covering this game as well, but he's brought some smash spam with Clam Pearl and Shelder over there. Really offensive team. Also looking at it, Shelder basically just wins once Fu is knocked off, which is pretty dope for Luthier. Anyway, we've got Winpod got knocked off and had a focus sash anyway. That also proves that Vol is scarfed because Winpod hits like 18 speed or something. So Vol's scarfed, went for knockoff. Winpod below half HP, so it has to switch out. And AceHunter can go out to, I guess he has got to go up to like Fu or anything, because that's the only thing that can really take this knockoff. Unless he's got something that's scarfed of his own. He's got a very offensive team as well as the two sets of HO, it looks like. So yeah, I don't know what exactly is taking him so long. Fu's the only thing that can eat the knockoff. So unless you've got like Scarf Ghastly, Scarf Ghastly can't even kill Vol. Elekid can take one, but I don't think you want it to. Plus Luthier could easily, Elekid's fine, I think, as well. It probably takes one at least. I haven't done many Elekid taking knockoff counts, but I feel like it eats one. But you're forced to go for the electric move. Luthier could go right out to his Diglett, click Sucker Punch on you. So he does go to Mienfu, as I thought. And he can eat a knockoff because this is clearly Scarf Vol. Vol might want to just stay in here and go for said knockoff because, like I said, Shelder just kind of wins once Fu gets knocked, and Luthier does go for that knockoff. Fu's going to hit the high jump kick. It's definitely a defensive Fu from how little it took from the knockoff. How little it took from the knockoff and the high jump kick damage there. Gonna go for the U-turn as Luthier brings out Krogunk. I assume this is gonna be a Diglett trap here. That's one of the major issues using Krogunk, especially nowadays. It feels like it's very, it feels like the things Krogunk checked last gen, smashers especially, are just not as prevalent, especially like Omanite, and other stuff like Carvana are harder to use nowadays in general because Timber's so good. So Krogunk's finding itself less and less useful, plus it just gets really easily trapped here because neither Vacuum Wave nor Sucker Punch killed Diglett from full. If he was running a DPP set with like Life Orb Fake Out, which he's not, judging by the U-turn damage. I guess he could be running Fake Out. It's not super standard. I think the standard Krogunk these days is Nasty Plot, and less of the mixed attacker set because, like I said, the mixed attacker set just doesn't check the stuff it needs to anymore. AceHunter's really taken his time here. I think this is a pretty obvious go out to Diglett here. Trap this. You're gonna get set up on by Shelder afterwards and lose, but that's gonna happen regardless. I mean, I guess you could go out to Abra. I guess you could go out to Abra and force Krogunk out that way, which will not let you get set up on by Shelder, but yeah, I guess Abra would be the better play then, because like I said, Shelder just kind of wins now, and Shelder could easily set up on Diglett. Diglett could be Memento, though there's no setup mon on Ace Hunter's team for that, so that doesn't really make that much sense. It's probably Z ground is gonna go out to the Diglett. Vacuum Wave for some chip. I don't believe that's EVO. I think that's normal Vacuum Wave damage. I'm pretty sure Luthier can just set up with Shelder right now and win the game. Cause Shelder probably lives EQ plus Sucker Punch. I don't know that calc off the top of my head, and I don't have another monitor with the calc thing up, so in order to not let you miss out on any action from the game, I'm just gonna do that in my head. But in my head, Shelder probably lives EQ plus Sucker. Very, very low HP after that, though. I guess Ace Hunter could go out to his Mienfoo after that, click Fake Out, though it didn't click Fake Out previously on the Vol, so I don't know. I guess it didn't need to either, but none of that matters even, because Luthier's Scarf Vullaby is going to come out. This is again a pretty free knockoff. Or Brave Bird. Nothing really wants to come in on this Brave Bird. Elekid is not the bulkiest, probably gets 2-hit KO'd even by this Brave Bird. It is just going to stack his Wimpod to the knockoff, which is going to invite the Mienfoo back in here on Ace Hunter's part. Now Luthier doesn't really have anything to switch into it. His fighting resist is now gone. Mienfoo can be set up upon by Shelder. I'm pretty sure. Luthier's going to go right up to his Clamperl, interestingly. Oh, and eat on the predicted U-turn, get the rattle. That is a fantastic play on Luthier's part. The crit, slightly unfortunate, but Clamperl is honestly not even going to outspeed anything else. And the only mon that Clamperl's outspeeding now is Gaslight Speed Ties with Abra, and is outsped by both Diglett and Elekid being 20 speeders. So that's pretty good. I mean, so that's not too bad for Ace Hunter, actually. He can pretty safely go out to Elekid, I think, but no, he's going to go out to Diglett. I mean, this also works. Goes for the Earthquake, kills it. Again, I feel like Luthier could just kind of set up on this Diglett. There's no doubt in my mind that Luthier's doing these calcs where he's checking to see if he can actually set up on this Diglett, but twice now the Mienfoo has not gone for a fake out or anything, so that leads you to question whether or not it has it. I believe fake out is the most popular move, fourth move on Foo these days, because there's not really any like Larvesta to run Stone Edge for. Drain Punch is just bad. Luthier goes out to Ferroseed, so judging by the fact that he's done this twice, I'm just going to assume that Shelder can't set up on this Diglett like I thought it could. It probably doesn't live Z Earthquake into Sucker Punch is probably the issue. But Ace Hunter is going to go right back out to his Foo. 3-hit Bullet Seed for some decent chip. Going to go right for the high jump kick. Ferroseed's going to live that because Ferroseed's a bulky fuck, and it's going to set up Stealth Rocks. Shelder can come in after Ferroseed dies and set up on Mienfoo's face though. Actually, so unless this is like Scarfed Elekid, which wouldn't necessarily surprise me. That's the only, if Mienfoo's not Scarfed, that's the only real option to be Scarfed, I guess. I mean, I guess a Diglett could be Scarfed as well. Okay, that was a good play to U-turn out there because, like I said, Shelder can set up on the Infu. Luthier's not looking great, but at the same time, he does have the Shelder that, if it can set up, will just win. AceHunter's timer is running really low. As he goes out to Ghastly, Ghastly should prevent any type of Shelder setup. Luthier's going to go Diglett. I assume this is Pursuit Diglett or Beat Up or something of that effect. Out here it does outspeed Sucker Punch. That also works as Ghastly does not, Ghastly just tries to attack it there. I've been liking Willow Ghastly when I have been playing. I like Sub Willow or yeah, I like Sub Willow, Berry Juice Ghastly a lot actually. Out comes Elekid, which this is probably a speed tie. Again, unless we've got like a scarfed Elekid out here for whatever reason. Should be just, again, a little odd. AceHunter loses the speed tie. Really unfortunate for him there. This Diglett is really putting in the work here. Diglett could be either Z or it might be Memento. Okay, alright, Shelder's going to win the game now. It was only a matter of time, really. I've been calling the Shelder just winning for literally since turn 1, so I mean, this should, barring any weird circumstances, this should be game right here. If AceHunter's Diglett has Memento, he can go for it, and Mienfoo can live, but he doesn't. And yep, that's GG. Luthier's going to pick up game 1. Pretty straightforward fashion. I feel like he could have done it sooner, but Luthier is a very, I don't want to say very safe player, but he thinks things through a lot. Like he takes his time, thinks things through, doesn't put himself in, tries not to put himself in risky situations. I guess AceHunter's gonna go for the Sucker Punch crit. Oh no, it is Scarf Diglett. That makes sense. But the Earthquake did not kill the. Oh wow, it was 2 Scarf Diglets then. Huh? Wait, was it? Yeah, it's 2 Scarf Diglett. Wait, what? No. Huh? Hold on. What am I missing? Hold on. No. Okay. Was Scarf Diglett? I don't know. I'm out of practice. If you guys couldn't tell, I haven't played this game. I haven't done one of these in like 2 years. I haven't really been playing. I only recently, like within the last like 3 months, come back to the game. I'm very washed up and not good at it anymore, but I'm working on it. I'm excited for Sword and Shield to come out. I tend to think that a smaller metagame is very good for competitive. Not sure if that, at least I feel that way for the higher tiers. I'm not sure if that is necessarily the case for LC. Because in the higher tiers, you can really, with the smaller metagame, you can really start to tailor your sets and things to beat certain things. You don't have to, I don't know, I feel like it allows for a lot of individual customization and stuff when it comes to team building. But I'm not sure if that's really as possible in LC. But Joltik's still around, which is my favorite Pokemon. All they need to do now is give it Thunder, and we'll be good to go. They won't give it Thunder or Sticky Webs probably. But anyway, I'm done rambling. Into game 2. Sorry, click to game 1. All right, we've got wow, AceHunter with the salty run back. Luthier going for a Ponyta. I think Luthier may have used this team in a previous round as well. He probably doesn't want to give anything away before Snake, so that would make a lot of sense. I believe he has used this team before. I know that Luthier is a big fan of Ponyta in the current meta. I didn't bring Abra. which is something he brought a lot in, especially in the early rounds of this of his open run. I haven't seen any of AceHunter's run. I think I've played him on ladder once or twice. I think he's a fine player. But I haven't seen anything that's been particularly stand out from him. I don't like this team he has. It's a little too it's a little too just HO for me. I'm not the biggest fan of HO, but he has a good lead matchup here with his Elekid. I wonder if he's changed any of the sets in between these series. Goes right for the Thunderbolt, gets a crit, which is mildly annoying for Luthier, I guess. Fungus is still going to eat this Psychic. Probably he'll do like 47 to 54 or so to it, but yeah, I mean, it's not that big a deal. It's unlikely that Elekid is running Vital Spirit, but if he was, that'd be a cool tech to just eat a potential Spore here. But it's more than likely static, I think. Though I could see a reason to run Vital Spirit, but Elekid's just going to go for the Volt Switch out into probably Wimpod, I think, to just eat the Spore, I guess. He doesn't really want any of his other things being slept. And Wimpod obviously is useless normally. I mean, I guess he probably wants it to at least get his job done. Spikes could be very good this game, as only one of Luthier's mons are flying, and so I mean, Spikes damage could rack up. He goes to Ghastly on the Sludge Bomb. I wonder if Luthier's not running Spore, or if maybe he actually thought the Elekid was running Vital Spirit. I guess Vital Spirit would make more sense in regular LC with Fungus running around being so prevalent. But Fungus goes for the Sludge Bomb now. Luthier's gotta pick something to switch in here. See, if I was AceHunter here and I was running a Will-O-Wisp Ghastly set, I would absolutely be Wisping here. Because Luthier's switch-ins are probably gonna be, it could be Pawn, could be Mudbray, could be Vault, could be one of those. All of those would not appreciate a Will-O-Wisp. Opponent, I guess, could come in, but I don't think he wants it eating a Sludge Bomb necessarily. Goes to Staryu as Ghastly's gonna go for the Shadow Ball. Ghastly is not Life Orb. Was it Life Orb last time? I don't remember if it was. Oh no, we didn't get to see because it got killed with the Sucker Punch. Goes for Shadow Ball. I don't think Ghastly runs Shadow Ball as much these days. I've seen a lot of stuff like Psychic and Thunderbolt in games I've played, along with Sludge Bomb, but not as much. I don't think I've seen Shadow Ball in a very long time, actually. Like, I mean, since I've come back, I don't think I've seen Shadow Ball a whole lot. Ghastly is one of those mons that can run a variety of things. But Hunter's gonna go out to his Wimpod on the Staryu. Luthier's gonna double out to Poniard. Wimpod will be able to get up some spikes here. As Luthier, unless Luthier's potentially Scarf Pawn, which is a possibility. It's a probability even if it's either this or Mudbray that's going to be scarfed here. And I tend to like Mudbray's defensive sets more. I think Luthier might also like Mudbray's defensive sets more, though I think I have seen him use Scarf previously. But I would expect Wimpod to just go for a free spike. Luthier instead is going to go out to a Staryu, which is a fine play. He's going to be able to spin these spikes away. Ghastly can't stop Staryu spin very reliably. Unless it's, yeah, Ghastly can't stop Staryu spin because Staryu is likely carrying Psychic. It's possible that it's not, but I think Staryu on this team is Scald, Psychic, Rapid Spin, Recover. It's the more standard Staryu set. Staryu, I'd like to run more offensively a lot of times, but you can really just Yeah, oh, it's definitely offensive starty then, actually. Never mind what I said. Goes for the Hydro Pump. That's going to do more than half to Wimpod. Wimpod's going to come out. I expect the Elekid to come right back in. I wonder what hidden power this Elekid is going to run. And I would expect, I guess, hidden power grass would be fine. And if he's going to throw out that hidden power grass here, predicting the Mudbray, that'd be okay. Fungus is going to come in on a spike and take the chip. And then you can just Volt Switch right on out. I think HP grass would be a perfectly good play here for AceHunter if he is running it. He does go for the HP grass as I expected. Mudbray is definitely defensive, only taking 52% from that, but Luthier isn't going to want to stay in here. I think this is the freeze Volt Switch of your life if you're AceHunter, because I think Luthier may want this Mudbray for later, though it is pretty crippled. But he does switch out. Goes for the HP grass again. Like I said, I felt like Volt Switch was absolutely free there. But Pawn is out here now. It took a fair amount. It might be Scarf Pawn. And if it is, I would expect I would expect just a knockoff here. If it is Scarf Pawn, which I think it might be taking that much from an HP grass. Oh. It is Scarf Pawn. We go for the Pursuit. That's also a perfectly fine play. I was debating whether or not you would want to go for that, because if I were AceHunter, I probably would have Volt Switched out there rather than just hard switching. And if it's Scarf Pawn, it wouldn't have taken that much damage. It wouldn't have died there. But yep, definitely Scarf Pawn. It's not a Scarf Diglett. Confirmed. It's probably Z, based on that Pursuit damage. Definitely not EVO. So it's either Sash or Z. Out comes Vullaby, who is going to live anyone hit from this Diglett. Actually, wait, no. It is Scarf Diglett. Wait, what? Is it Slow Scarf Diglett? Because, wait, it's the same team. I guess it would have to be Slow Scarf Diglett, like 16 speed maybe, because I think that's the slowest Diglett can be. So Spadef Scarf Diglett, I guess, is this set. Diglett's running a lot of weird shit nowadays. But anyway, he is gonna sack his Wimpod to the knockoff from the Vol, and out comes Abra. Vol's gonna be able to eat a Dazzling Gleam here, and Abra's gonna get knocked down to his Focus Sash. I mean, this isn't a winning. I mean, unless it's counter Abra. If it's counter Abra, that'd be pretty sick. Actually, if I was Luthier, I might even U-turn out here, just because Luthier's likely Berry Juice. He could be Core Breaker. I know he's a big fan of Core Breaker Vol. If he is Core Breaker Vol, like, ooh, yep, definitely Core Breaker. That was Life Orb Abra. Yo, that was crazy. Well, Vol's not gonna be able to get off its Z nuke, but Abra is taken out, which is very good. Obviously, Abra's isn't just a scary Pokemon to deal with. I think Luthier should have this game. I don't really see how AceHunter wins this one, if I'm being honest. Mienfoo is gonna be annoying and stick around. Ooh, that was kind of neat. Protectful. Okay, yeah. Luthier has used this team before. I remember the Protect Vol specifically. I don't remember much about it, but I definitely remember him watching his video where he used this team. But the Feint was cool to get through the Protect there. Protect was obviously a cool way to scout, way to try to get him on the high jump kick. But Fungus is going to go for the Spore, Synth up. Fungus apparently is not running 3 attacks as much nowadays. I kind of like 3 attacks right now, but Again, I'm not that great, so what do I know? Interesting play to go for the Spore again as AceHunter goes out to his Ghastly. Sludge Bomb does about half, which really isn't gonna cut it damage-wise, but okay. Fungus can't just win that battle overall. I would expect Luthier to sack his Mudbray at this juncture. I know he goes to his Staryu, interestingly. I would have gone Mudbray and then Staryu afterwards, but okay. I mean, I guess Mudbray does live in EQ from Diglett, but yeah, interesting. Oh, also, it is possible that this Ghastly is scarfed. We don't know its item yet. It's not Life Orb. It could be a Z. Of course, it could be Z. Possibly. I guess I don't know what Z it would be, but it could be Z. Like Twinkle Tackle for Vol maybe. Could be Scarfed. Could be Sash. Could be Berry Juice. It could be any of those things. It looks to be Scarfed. As he outspeeds the Ponyta there, so definitely Scarf. So it's a double Scarf team up here. Luthier needs to go for another Flame Charge so that he outspeed... No, wait, no, he's going to outspeed the Diglett anyway because his pawn did earlier. So he's fine to just kind of do... I mean, Flame Charge will save him some recoil damage though, so... yeah, I think Flame Charge is just the best play here, personally. Yeah, Flame Charge is definitely the best play here, just to save you the recoil damage. You don't want Mienfoo waking up, being able to just chip you down with Feint. I think this is pretty much a one game for Luthier. Yeah, I think this is a pretty one game for Luthier right here with Ponyta. Flame Charge is going to be able to take out this. Flare Blitz can take out Diglett. Mienfoo's not going to be able to beat the combination of... and Ponyta can just Morning Sun up on Mienfoo afterwards, assuming it is Morning Sun. I assume Flame Charge does not run Will-O-Wisp, though I guess it could also forego the use of high horsepower. He's just gonna go for the Morning Sun. I mean, I guess that's fine. You're risking the poison there, which I'm not the hugest fan of, and you really didn't gain any health, really. So I'm not the biggest fan of the Morning Sun play there. I guess like I said, I think Flame Charge is the better option. If Ace decided to, yeah, again, I don't think this is the best play on Luthier's part to risk the poison here. You're not gaining any HP. Like I would just take this thing out, you know. Alright, Luthier finally does just decide to take it out with the Flame Charge, as I said. Mienfoo's gonna come out. He's full health. You can Morning Sun up now, like freely, because Fu can knock, I guess, but that's not that big a deal. Yeah, he is gonna Morning Sun up. Fu's gonna wake up, go for right for the high jump kick. That's gonna do some decent damage, but Flame Body activates. Yeah, that's definitely GG at this point. I'm surprised that AceHunter didn't go for the knock first, though it was looking kind of rough regardless. He really needed to dodge a lot of burns and stuff. But if he would have went for the knock first, and didn't get burned, the HDK would have really hurt. But Luthier's got this game at this point. You can just Morning Sun up until he runs out, basically, or until Mienfoo misses. Because once he misses, then you can just kill it with Flare Blitz and stuff, and it's over. But Luthier looks like he's gonna be going right to the finals of LC Open. He's been having a stellar time of it as of late, from what I understand. Yeah, I came back like toward the end of LCPL, I guess, where Luthier went undefeated. He's been having a spectacular open run. He's parlayed that into a starting spot on a Snake roster without really any LC support on his team, from what I understand. I may or may not cover Snake. We'll see. I don't feel as comfortable in SMLC, obviously, so I don't feel like my analysis ability is quite at the level it was back when I was covering LC games, when I was covering SPL games during ORAS. But we'll see if I can catch some stuff live, and I don't have much else to do. I think I could do it, because I did enjoy doing the commentary and everything. It's a fun thing to do. I don't know what's taking so long here. Like I said, Luthier can just fucking morning sun up to Oblivion. He's got 5 of those left. He's bound to miss one in that time frame. Like, you're faster than him. He can't kill you with the crit, because crit still is lowered because the attack's lowered by the burn and everything, so it's not like the crit is gonna do anything. So I'm really not sure what's taken so long. Maybe I DC'd. I did DC, which is obviously whoops. Hold on one sec, then, oh, he goes for the flame charge, interesting, anyway, whatever. We're gonna reconnect, I don't know, that happens sometimes. I just DC and don't realize it. I was like, there's no reason for this to be taking that long, but yeah, okay, so he did win. If we, go back to these turns, we got okay, so turn 25 with the Morning Sun high jump kick, flame body burn, Morning Sun knockoff, flame charge to save on some HP from recoil. On turn 28, Mienfu missed with his high jump kick, and yeah, it was over from there. Luthier is on to the finals of LC Open, which is really, really good. So GG to Luthier. I felt like he was controlled both games. Thought he brought the better team both games. I'm not really a big fan of what I saw at AceHunter today, but maybe. But you know, who knows about him in the future. But Luthier's looking to carry this momentum through to an LC Open victory, as well as into his Snake regular season. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like, maybe subscribe. I might be bringing some more videos. I don't want to commit to that because you know, I don't want to let people down and stuff. But I won't commit to that, but I may or may not be bringing some more videos out. Definitely check out Luthier's video that I know he definitely did on this series, and subscribe to him. Great LC player, and yeah, anyway guys, I will catch you guys later. Bye.